got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart.
Hey, welcome back to Piece of Chaos. I have a guest this week. It's my buddy Indy Fawcett. He joins and we talk about his new setup. He built an amazing video podcast studio available for rent called Chobo Studios. And I don't know, we always talk comedy and have a good time. So this is no different. So please welcome to Piece of Chaos, my buddy Indy Fawcett.
Oh, I guess you don't. I guess that's this year, my girlfriend and I started basically opened our podcast studios to the public to book. I've past few years been trying to form partnerships with certain creators and try to quit my job that way.
Yeah.
But these things are, pretty long term. So I was trying to think of more short term ways of making money for our podcast studio. So I decided to open our studios, and basically I was kind of doing a survey of the market, and basically, most podcasts are audio,
right.
Including yours, right?
Yep.
Right. And I was thinking, like, literally all I watch all day, because I work remotely.
Yeah.
I'm like a big fan of comedy, and all I watch all day is comedians' podcasts, and they're all filmed. They're all video, right? So my kind of relationship with podcasting is mostly video. I don't really listen to them. I mostly watch them. And watch is like, I'm not like glued to
it's
like,
on.
What are they talking? Yeah. It's on in the background.
Right.
I glance at it when it's funny, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we decided to like open
10x,
our studios.
Right? YouTube is
What's that?
YouTube is like 10x the podcast app as the player for podcasts, right?
Well,
somewhere in that neighborhood, because people do exactly what you do. Like,
yeah. Well, YouTube's the only place where you can. Yeah. Well, that's really the only place for it, other than not Spotify, Patreon or OnlyFans. Some people do podcasts on OnlyFans as a joke. Tuesdays with Stories, Mark Norman, famously hosted on OnlyFans. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, YouTube's really the only place for that at the moment. I mean, that long form, like, people aren't really watching long form on, social media apps, right?
Right.
Nor is it really possible to use that as distribution, right? So it's kind of like YouTube is basically your own, distribution.
Yeah.
For that.
Right.
Yeah. But basically the whole thing with doing so well here. The whole basis around the podcasting company is just basically either transitioning people from audio podcast to video, because that's naturally where they're going to go. And basically once video podcasts become popular, they either get bought or transitioned into another show, or just continue to be successful on their own with Patreon or what have you, and make a lot of money, right? Like Tim Dillon, the comedian, makes $180,000 a month on Patreon, and with 30,000 subs. That's all you need is 30,000 subs, paying you $5 a month or more.
Yeah. It's
right.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, I've been. I mean, we kind of touched on this before, but like, it's never been better for a creative person to find their audience than it is right now. Never been easier. Not that it's easy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the ability to do it without a distributor, without a middleman, without somebody telling you what to do, it's never been easier. And in a lot of ways, I'm surprised how a lot of great comics, for example, take advantage of that fact. But it's just great. It's just great. I mean, I think it's a really cool thing because not everybody's going to do it themselves or invest in the time to figure it out or like learn to edit, and that's fine. It's just
and honestly, it's I grew up editing and I basically convinced my mom to get an iMac in like 2008, right? So like I kind of grew up with this stuff, so it's like ingrained in me and like easy for me to do. So like if you're a personality and that's what you do and this is what I do, like we're only gonna be successful together, right? So it's like once like one of my friends, Sean McDaniel, shout out Sean, kind of opened my eyes to go, you have a service to offer it to people who need it, so I kind of like, okay, it was like, it's funny how obvious that is, but it takes somebody to kind of just tell you that. Right. So I was kind of, okay, so you have to just focus and hone in on something. Cause at first all this podcasting thing was partnerships and partnering with content creators. And now we're trying this route of just whoever in LA wants to book time with us can.
Right.
And for everybody listening, that's chobostudios.com in the Los Angeles area for all you audio podcasters out there.
Links in the show notes.
Of course.
I mean, it's very, very interesting how it's mindset and personality of the person. Like, and think of like comics in general, myself included, like love to procrastinate and, love to have an excuse not to do things. So, it's like, oh, I don't know how to edit. I can't do a podcast. It's like, no,
not anymore. Yeah.
You could learn and then that barrier's out of the way, or you could find somebody to do it for you. And, whatever you're willing to pay for that service,
right.
Is it worth your time and your money to not learn it? Like you just don't, like it doesn't work for your brain. And I get that. But,
right. It's like the cost of actually doing this work is like, say if Tim Dillon, I'll get shit for comedians for saying this, but like in the mainstream isn't a known comedian,
right?
But he's making almost $200,000 a month. So it's like, there's something there, so it's like you have an audience and you have a niche, right? Right. And that's just one comedian, Andrew Schultz is another who's found his niche and makes similar money, so it's, and I hate to equate monetization with it, but also like, that's where, if these people came from decades long of doing comedy, of growing their own thing, of doing their own thing and putting themselves out there.
Yeah.
Right. So it worked for them. Yeah. Right. So
you don't get 30,000 Patreon subscribers by not having the chops and the long-term, ability for those people to find you. Of course, there's always opportunities. Tim definitely got a launch from Joe Rogan, and that's a lot of that exposed more people.
Most comedians. Yeah.
But like, I don't particularly love Tim Dillon's style, so he didn't get me out of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I appreciate him for what he is, but like I don't like it. It's not for me. It's just not for me. He didn't get me.
Right.
But he doesn't need
Rush
me.
Limbaugh is not for a lot of people.
He doesn't need me.
You know
what I mean? And I'm happy he can do whatever the hell he wants. Like,
exactly.
Think how beautiful that is for the artist to be able to express with nobody telling them they can't, and they can live, and they're not stressed out and worried about how am I going to pay my rent. Like, it's hard to be funny when you can't figure out how you're going to eat, and it's expensive here and in cities where comedy is, centralized or whatever, when people can gather in places together. Like, even if it's a smaller city, it's still expensive to live in the city, and the apartments are shit and they're small and expensive, and that life sucks and you got to scratch through it. But I mean, dude, what a beautiful thing if what you do is enough for shit, even 5,000 people, 1,000 people. Dude, 1,000 people paying you $5 a month is a pretty good life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's a pretty solid life, and you can live that life in perpetuity. You might not be a growth stardom thing. You might level off and just have a living wage being you every day for the rest of your life. Like, how dope is that? And it's never been more possible, right? So
100%.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and you offer an incredible service, and for people that don't feel like doing it, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it comes down to, you know?
Thank you.
And you know, I've seen the pictures you put up. It looks dope. Like, it looks really cool and stylistically, like,
Thank you.
like unique. You know what I mean? It has a look, and you know, you nailed it. That's really, really cool. You know, like,
Awesome. That's good to hear. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's V1. I mean, the goal is to get into like, we're operating out of a back house in Van Nuys. So you know, we're faking it till we're making it, but you know, the goal is to, you know, that's how Apple started, you know, so I'm not comparing myself to Steve Jobs at all whatsoever, but you know, it's the love for the craft, right? It's what my girlfriend is annoyed that I watch all the time.
Yeah.
It's a podcast. You know?
Yeah.
You know, so like, there's an indication right there. Lean into it. You know.
Yeah. There's a book by a guy named Derek Sivers. It's called Anything You Want. He's the guy, you probably know of him. He's the dude that started CD Baby.
Oh, I know CD Baby. Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's an incredible story. It's a book, like, it's this big, dude. It'll take you an hour to read.
Yeah.
So inspiring from like an entrepreneurial standpoint, and like the things you're talking about, where it's like, yeah, we're starting small, we're doing it how we want to do it, and why not? Like, dude, there's so much creepy, terrible, rip-off bullshit in Los Angeles and everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a fucking scam, like, and you're scraping, trying to figure out how to do shit. You believe somebody when they tell you something, and then you're like, oh, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't
100%.
helping me at all. Like, you know, bringer shows, like exposure, you know, like, you know, it's such a weird place. And so to stand out here as a vehicle to people being able to be creative is dope. Like, much needed service. You know, all you have to do is look at everybody else, and this is a huge city, and you don't need everybody. Right?
Yeah.
If you were booked 10 to 3, 4 days a week, you'd probably be gold. You know what I mean? So anything over that's gravy, kind of. You know, I don't know your expenses, but it's just like,
good problems to have, right? Like, I want to get to the point where I'm like, oh man, I need to hire somebody. I need to, you know, we need this and that, you know. So it's exciting. I appreciate your kind words. It's so much, you know, a lot of this is a lot of stress, you know, like, you know, the making the sets, you get the curtains that you spend a ton on, and then they're all creased, and you're like, okay, I have to shoot in 4 hours. I guess they're just creased, you know? You know, you're just, okay, whatever, you know, you just have to like give in and just like, okay, just, that's where you were. This is a photograph of where you were, and just move on and do a next one and just get better than where you were yesterday.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's dope.
So,
dude, I wish you the best of luck, man. It's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's not that what you're doing isn't good. It's just people need to know you're there.
Yeah. It's just the awareness. Right? I mean, I can't expect anybody to know who I am once, you know, I've paid only $100 in Facebook ads. I mean,
yeah.
I'll know once I spend 20 grand, people should know who I am.
Yeah. God. Well, I mean, not for nothing, and it won't last forever, but I should know, but if I don't, it's more the reason that you have to dive into it. But whatever the hell is going on with TikTok, dude, like, that is where the eyes are. And, you know, you just built a studio. Like, that's interesting. That's, you know, like the whole process. And, you know, people don't know what day it is. You could start
Yeah.
tomorrow putting shit up that you started 4 months ago and lead up to today,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, well, I think that's what's honestly like just beautiful about podcasting is that it's a place to escape long form, right?
Mhm.
Like get out of the BS and just listen to somebody have a perspective on something, whatever it is that they
Yeah.
come from, right?
Yeah.
And that's honestly like what is void in social media, right? Everybody's got the glossy filter, right? Like I do it too, right? So
Yeah.
so
You use filters, bro?
that is valuable in and of itself, right? Right, exactly. I'm not that beautiful, Matt. But the other part of it is podcasting. There's that intimacy that people get to understand you, get to know your story over the long term. But also, those podcasts, that long form content is basically giving you free viral clips,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like just by you recording this Zoom call,
Yeah.
you taking the cut between me and you speaking right now and put it on TikTok. Who knows? It could go into some algorithm that gets you 5 million likes or subs or whatever. Yeah. Who knows, right? Yeah. So what's great about it is that like talk about what you love extensively, with people that you care about and things that you care about. People will effortlessly listen to that. And then the snippets that work and the snippets that are the best are the social media content. It's there. It's easy. It's free. Right. So it's like,
it's too many people.
Right.
It's too many people with too much time. Like, and they're great because when you find your people, like, dude, it is, I mean, I don't know what the right word is, like touching, odd, interesting, validating. I don't know what it is when somebody tells you they listened to your podcast and really liked it. It's just like, well, cool. Like, it's amazing. It's a little amazing,
especially with attention spans, the fact that anybody listens to anything at length at all is awesome too. And like I produce a podcast called the Conscious Club Podcast. We've been on hiatus for a year. We haven't posted in a year. We're going to be posting pretty soon. We just recorded an episode, by the way. So it's theconsciousclubpodcast.com. But we realized it wasn't being fun after a while. Like doing all these, setting up the curtains, coming up with the logo, doing everything, setting everything up, opening Facebook ads, nobody clicking on it. Right. Nobody DMing us, nobody booking anything day after day. I mean, we're 19 days into the year. Like that was kind of like our launch day for 2022. But that's fine. We're still shooting shows. We're producing podcasts. As long as I have some sort of, as long as I keep doing something and at least we can, analyze what we're doing, see what we can change and just do it differently tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay. I just need to be able to, make it happen, So, but that's the thing. It's just like, I'm trying to focus or double down on the things that I would normally do on my off time anyway. Right. Like the drum set behind you, that's what you would normally do. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you double down on that, it doesn't matter how long it takes. Right. Because the fulfillment is there. Like today we shot the first 2 episodes in studio for Around the Bag with Ian Bag. Here at Chobo Studios. It was super fun. 3 comedians. We did 3 comedians each episode. We did 2 episodes with 7, including Ian. 7 comedians throughout the course of the day here. So it was super fun, and I had a blast doing it. So it's and like I wouldn't want to do anything else. It's like I'd be watching Ian on Tom Segura's podcast, and he's here recording. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is the word, like getting the word out. I think, and being a good hang. I mean, it's been such a weird 2 years, like at this point, people need, it's like we took this break for 2 years of normal life. we've added a ton that we'll accept and can kind of get us through, right? So like Zoom podcasts are so much easier, and going to a studio like yours are so much easier and accepted now from even before 2 years ago. You know, what people will listen to is changed and opened up a huge doorway for creators. So, you know, I think, but the hang, I mean, I can't wait to do in-person podcasts, you know?
Oh my gosh. Let's do it. Nick. Let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm just down in the valley here. So
so the show I produced, I haven't gone back to producing it yet because there's still mask mandates in LA County.
Oh
so
man, yeah.
I don't want to do a show where people are even having the conversation about it. Honestly, I'm so done. But my whole thought was every time I have a show, there's comedians coming to the show to do the show. One of them does the podcast before the show or after the show in the venue, you know, and I had Sam doing that for a while when he was co-producing with me, and it's great. Like, what a vibe, like, especially before show, you know what I mean? So I will really look forward to doing that once I bring the show back full time. But like, that's what it always has been, is the hang. But we got this too. And I think this is great for people around the country. You know, the borders are gone. Like, the fact that a lot of people took off from LA doesn't really matter anymore, you know?
100%. I agree. And, you know, like, even doing this podcast with Ian Bagg, like, he's in Missouri tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like banking episodes and getting it done. It's even harder for people who, like, even, you know, comedians, you know, or people who are constantly working all the time. So
yeah,
that's the whole goal, is basically like, I was kind of like, because I'm in the market of podcasting. I was like, I identified the market. The market is heavily this and not video, heavily audio and not video. Yeah. And most people want to watch the people that they like.
Yeah.
You know, like, I honestly, other than, I gotta say, the only podcast I listened to in the last year was one podcast. And it was like 2 weeks ago, and that was because the video wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
And it was a certain person that, you know, I particularly cared about.
Yeah.
And every other one has been video. So it's like, it's basically kind of like how crypto is kind of becoming mainstream, where podcasting is like kind of like crypto is like coming up to where podcasting is.
Yeah.
You know, like, most people kind of know what it is.
Yeah.
And when you say a podcast, they kind of like, oh, okay, I know kind of where I would get that. Or and if they don't, they kind of aren't afraid to figure it out.
Yeah.
But what's great about all of this stuff is that, like, shooting your video podcast can open to distribution deals. Like, Pluto TV could buy the rights to your podcast to have on one of their channels that they just stream all the time. And that's, you know, well, 20 grand for the contract or what have you, you know? So
like selling the idea, like, okay, here's the thing. We're going to have a one camera shot. The camera's never going to move. We're not going to edit at all. It's just going to be two people talking to each other. Mm-hmm. That's the show. And people have been like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody will watch that. Meanwhile, millions of fucking people watch it. Like, so...
it's great. It's like how Seinfeld worked. You know, it's a show about nothing. You know,
it's on TV.
That's what's great. Yeah. And that's what's also another thing that's great about podcasting, is teaming up with somebody as big of a following. I say in air quotes, big of a following or bigger than you.
Yeah.
It just, I wouldn't say doubles, like squares the amount of success you can have. Like, Two Bears, One Cave with Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura. Yeah. One of the biggest podcasts out there, started like less than 2 years ago. And it's about and it's just Bert talking the whole time. It's nothing. And what's great is that you can just do whatever you want. You just got to put a camera on you and put it on a pay site, eventually, you know, pay per month, or, you know, Patreon or whatever.
Yeah.
And who knows, you know?
Yeah, it's you're not wrong, and it's not going to stop. You know, like it'll evolve. It'll evolve, and I think to your point, we're at early times of it, and you know, eventually the money gets stupid because big conglomerates think they have to jump on years after everybody knows that it's a thing, and they fuck it up. So it's like we're like climbing up the hill to that part, you know, at this point.
And it's a weird difference too, because like somebody like the amount of money like a Tim Dillon is making, right? Compared to what is being put out quality wise compared to what a studio would put out.
Right.
I'm not saying Tim Dillon stuff is crap. I'm saying, you know, it's broadcast quality audio, 4K video, great. It looks great, but it isn't, you know, a cinema camera and an audio, you know, and 100-person team. Right. But it's so weird, the disparity in like, you can make $200,000 a month and it be in your room, in your living room, or the studio can get involved and it looks so flashy and there's hundreds of millions of dollars involved. Or
nobody gives a shit. Like you said,
nobody cares.
Sometimes you watch it, sometimes you look at it, but sometimes it's just on, you know?
Right. It's all about like authenticity, right? It's like how authentic, how vulnerable are you willing to be, you know? And I think people are kind of, it's not an easy thing to be vulnerable, you know, and to hear other people do that, I think kind of at least like leads the horse to water in a way where it's like, the more I hear somebody telling a story that's hard to say, the more I am able to maybe do that in the future. You know, so I don't know. It's just, I think hearing people's story in a world where you could get fired from your job on Twitter, it's like, it's kind of like antithetical, right? It's like we live in the world of Twitter where you can get, you know, canceled any second, but podcasting is probably one of the largest growing mediums. Like there's an Always Sunny podcast now.
I know.
You know, like, and they're in what they're, you know, 1200th season of the TV show. And it's like, it's interesting.
And so they watch an episode and talk about it. It's brilliant. Yeah. I mean, I think that's, you know, if people aren't figuring that out by now, like, I don't know, like, it's great they're just figuring it out, I guess, but like, I don't know, for right now, that's the move. So, dude, I don't know how you can go wrong. So are you producing them too and like editing and doing all that? The back end. So that's part of the service. Yeah. So that's Ian Bagg approached me to help produce the show. So I was like, oh my gosh. It's my first time actually taking over a show that has like 94 episodes. So I was like, oh, okay, great. Like this is already a thing already. So it's pretty simple. We just got to make it better. Right. So with doing that, it's just been so fun. And it's basically, I cast I'm so wide than deep. I want to be deeper than I am wide. Okay. It's hard to like in conceptual, in concept. Like I want to do all these things, but focusing on one would get me farther. Right. So it's like figuring out what in my, you know, where do I aim? You know, so with podcasting, it was just like, it's super easy. It's so hard. It's like, if you do what you love, you never work. It's like, no, I worked all day today and all day yesterday. Like it's a labor of love. The first word is labor. Yeah. And dude, it's hard. It's hard work. Like I've been sore. Like I'm like, oh my God, like building shit.
I literally, dude, I recorded for the first time because we've been on hiatus just for prepping the studio. I got to say, literally, pandemic and being on hiatus from podcast. We did a test podcast on Ian's set a couple of days ago. I literally was like physically drained from it the day after. Like I went to the gym and I was just, I put up a C-stand with lights. That's like, I didn't do anything. I ran some cable, you know, it's like, it's insane. And now I'm like, okay, I need to like, this needs to stop. Like, and I feel like 2022, I feel like other people are saying that too, where it's like, okay, no sweatpants. I'm wearing jeans. Maybe not shoes yet. Maybe not shoes yet.
I don't know.
I'll keep the house shoes on, but no.
I don't know, man. I think we can all collectively agree, like let's just relax with everything. Like I was watching a show on TV. And it was like an older like TV show, and there was like 4 lawyers sitting around talking, all in like really badass suits, you know.
Mm.
And I was just like, why are they wearing that ridiculous shit? You know, like it looked so out of place. You know, like
Yeah.
It's really funny when you like look at somebody in a suit. You're like, why are you? What do you?
What is
you
this?
never see a person on the outside world. Like, what are you doing? Like, literally, people get dressed up for each other at work. Like, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do that again ever. You know,
I know.
can avoid it.
Yeah, and like I used to go. I work in IT, my day job,
Yeah.
and I used to go to the office 5 days a week. And it's funny, like the conversation I had on Slack with one of my coworkers this week was like, "Oh, I don't want to go in twice this week. Can we make it in one trip?" And it's so funny. It's just like, but everybody's like, "Yeah, okay, COVID." Or whatever. I'm like, no, I don't care about that. I'm just lazy as shit.
Yeah. It's better,
my boss is like, "Of course, we'll make it one trip for COVID." I'm like, no. I mean, I just don't want to go.
Yeah, I've got this shit down, dude. I feel very like set for life. Like I'm really lucky and grateful. Like I don't know.
That's another thing too.
Interesting
is the ability to express gratitude. I think if that's not, I wholeheartedly believe that if you don't do that daily, it's not necessarily a detriment, but like doing it daily is, as opposed to not doing it daily, it's completely not night and day.
Yeah, you gotta at least think about it for a minute, you know, like and
honestly, it's like, with all the negativity in the world and all the things that are going on in social media, it's like if you literally just look to your left and right, whatever you look at, somebody labored to make.
Yeah.
The room you're in, the materials that are there, the molecules that made the wood that you're in, that had to happen through a tree being born, and water touching soil, like the electricity that turns on the lights, like everything is there's so much positivity around you. The grass is green, the sky is blue. It's not the Matrix. You know what I mean? Like everything's shit. It's like, how can you look around?
Yeah.
And everything is life and abundant. Like abundance follows us, and we're complaining about it. It's like, it's hilarious the juxtaposition we can be in when literally everything around us. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in Kuwait right now, but I'm sure even there you could even recognize.
I'm sure everybody's got good place,
Yeah.
good spots, and like, did you see Just Look Up?
I did.
What did you think of that?
It was a little heavy-handed, but it was funny. I think it was pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. Like, I really liked Meryl Streep and what's his name that played her son? Shit, Jonah.
Jonah Hill. Oh my God.
So funny. Like,
yeah.
What a fun thing that must have been to just like be the biggest asshole you could imagine. Like, and he just pulled it off. So it was so fun, and like the banter with him, and what a fun cast. Like, why did the general charge him? Like, it's like it was really cool but sad. Because I was like, I think this is pretty accurate. Like, we've done it with COVID, so like,
and judging by like, I haven't even really looked at the blowback from whatever the right would say about it, but I assume it's like, propaganda, anti-Trump this, whatever. It's like, it's when you're consulting with the MyPillow guy, I don't think you're particularly. The circles you're running in, I don't think are particularly the highest of brain power. I'm a moron. I can't even say the sentence.
They're like I mean, here's the problem. Like, I think like we'd be in a real spot if Trump and that My Pillow guy were like somewhat like articulate and smart. Like, they're just bad at their gig. But like that guy that was just on the Rogan podcast, that doctor that claims to like have invented mRNA, like he's full of shit. And like, I'm really sad that Rogan kind of is buying into this shit. But like, I don't know, man. Like, life's rough, but whatever. But like, but I listen to it and the guy speaks intelligently. It's just that he's like very anecdotal. He jumps over a lot of like, it's a bunch of shit. But like the thing is like, boy, he's pretty articulate. And some of the things he talked about, I'm like, well, he's getting it. Like, he'll get most of it right, but then like jump off at the end and you're like, oh yeah, well now that's just one example. Like, so.
Yeah.
But like what I'm getting at is like those charlatan people exist, and there's more of them now that I can recall have been. Like, it seems like there's been an explosion of like, you can just be full of shit and gather people to believe you. Like, it's like, oh my God.
That and I think like being a product of your environment. Because like, I don't know if you listened to Joe when he was in LA, but
I've listened to him since he was in his house with Red Band. Like, I've been for like a long time, so I'm like disappointed a little bit.
It's odd how like chameleon he is in his move to Texas, where it's like you were liberal in LA, but you're like this guy in Texas now. It's like how it's so obvious, and it's like it's just so obvious. It's so weird. It's like how if you're this guy in this place because you lived here for this long, and now you're this guy in this place because you surround yourself with these people. It's like, are you really like, who are you? Are you like you're just trying to please people in both places, or which one are you? It's weird.
I could hear his thought process evolve over the years, for sure. But like I don't know. It's just interesting. He has a couple. It feels like he has a couple of blind spots. Everybody has blind spots, but he's like, like if you think about it, he loves conspiracy theories, and there's some really good ones brewing. But he used to like say, "Listen, I could be full of shit. Like, I don't know," but it's like, I don't know. He's like really digging in his heels now. The California versus Texas thing, and just to like defend him a little bit, like I don't think he ever gave a shit about the beach. You know what I mean? Like, I love LA because I love to drive to the beach quick and be at the beach all the time. It's sunny most of the time. Like, I really like it here. I like the weather here. But I came from the East Coast where it's terrible. It's absolute garbage. And I wouldn't want to live in Texas because I don't like the weather. Like, it's as simple as that. Like,
same, yeah.
So, but like, if you really zoom out and look at some of the shit that goes on in California, like I got problems with the educational system and the way money's spent, and we're this giant economy and we should be doing better. And, like I wish nationally we could have a conversation about the pandemic and like not put it on state to state to make rules and shit. But like at the beginning, California did a pretty good job. Now I feel like they're trying to live in like zero COVID, and it's just not going to happen. Like, we fucked it up. We could have done it in a year and a half ago, maybe, but it's over. Like, for the last 18 months, people have been wearing masks under their nose as if your nose isn't involved in breathing. It's like, we fucked this up. Like, it's just going to be here now. And
then states like Florida, who, where COVID restrictions was, a weekend.
Yeah.
Their numbers are like comparable. So it's like, are we even doing anything?
I don't know.
By having all it's.
I don't want to know what people's political affiliations are when I walk into Trader Joe's and be like, oh, they're not wearing a mask. They must be a Trump supporter, anti-vaxxer.
I hate that.
It's like, I don't want to think about it. I don't give a shit anymore. Like, So anyway, I don't know. Look, here's a podcast question for you. How the fuck are we going to talk about anything besides COVID eventually on a long conversation? I hate it, but I know
it's the same. Like, it's the same fucking conversation all over it. And I had it at like I met with a friend we haven't seen in a long time at brunch, and we talked about COVID for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're just like, and after I was just like, we've had this conversation every day for like the past like 3 years. And it's just,
I think,
can we just talk about anything else? It's like, oh.
I think we didn't realize that it was going to be this big of an event. And we're really looking at like a decade-changing, century-changing event. And we all thought it was going to be like a couple weeks of like, haha, remember that? Like, dude, do you remember
like
watching
swine flu?
Yeah. Do you remember watching the Italians on their balcony and being like, oh, they're so quaint how they sing to each other, not ever thinking it would get here. Like, I don't know about you, but I was like, we'll lock that shit down. No.
Yeah. Crazy.
We're not singing on our balconies either. We're just like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird,
it's crazy, man.
It's weird.
It's interesting to see how far technology has come to in such a short amount of time where like, it's so funny with like the metaverse being released and all this shit. Like, and for so long, VR was almost kind of like, you had to have a huge PC, dedicate a room to it, right? Yeah. And now it's just a thing that you put on your face.
It's pretty ridiculous.
And just jump in. And if you have enough crypto, I don't own one, but I've done it like a few years ago when like I've done the room. I've done the when somebody had like the Oculus I think it was the HTC.
Okay.
I forgot it was what it was called, but it's interesting how it just becomes, oh, never mind this for like 10 years. Yeah. Like, VR has been going on almost that long.
Yeah.
At least the inception of it.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, oh, by the way, where have you guys been? Yeah. It's like, we're starting this now. And it's just like, well, what the, like, it's so crazy how within like COVID kind of accelerated. Literally, like my boss was saying, like, since I work in IT, like the like requirements or what's being asked of the IT department is, had COVID not happened, is just night and day different.
Oh yeah.
Everything's going cloud. Everything's going remote. Nobody's going back to the offices. We have to facilitate moving files between cities and all this shit. And it's just like, this is stuff we would have been doing in 2030 had COVID not happened. Yeah. And I'm just like, whoa, we're doing it now. Yeah. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a different job. Crazy. That's true. Like, everything's going to be remote and screen share. And it's a totally different gig. That's so funny. Yeah, I got an Oculus for my son for Christmas, and it's very, very immersive. Like, I was like, this is a problem. Like, I actually probably wouldn't have bought it if I knew that it was by Facebook. Like, I got it, and then I looked at the box. I was like, by Facebook? What the fuck? Like, shit. So but the interesting thing is, it's real easy to put down, quite frankly, because it's almost too much.
It's taxing.
It's a lot of work. Like, that's good. I hope it stays that way and gets more complicated. But I also didn't buy Call of Duty on purpose because I feel like I might disappear into that world there. Like, the games that I have on it are like, I have golf, so that's 18 holes and I can quit. Beat Saber, which will it's like you have lightsabers in your hand and like these.
Oh, I've seen that.
And then we got one that's a roller coaster ride, and it's a trip, dude. Like, it's pretty nuts. So it's a problem. I can already tell. Like, oh, this I could see disappearing into this, but like I said, it is hard work. So they got to get it a lot less taxing and all that stuff. But they will for sure, right? They will for sure.
100%. And especially with like the NFTs and all this stuff, it's basically Call of Duty skins. It's just Call of Duty skins that you can take anywhere.
It's interesting.
That's basically all they are. Yeah, and it's funny how like new NFTs are, but they're not new at all. They're I bought an NFT in 2014. It was just a Call of Duty skin.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's what they are. That's effectively what they are. Except what's great about it is, say, like the Call of Duty skin in an NFT form nowadays would literally be, you could buy the gear and then sell your gear and then move on to a different metaverse and then buy gear there.
Yeah.
So it's like, instead of giving Activision, or now, what is it, Microsoft, who just bought Blizzard, Activision.
Yeah.
Instead of giving Microsoft, $20 for your skins and then never seeing that money back, now it's actually shit. That there's a marketplace that you could sell
Right.
your skins for crypto, or what, it's 1997 right now. There's going to be the AOL, there's going to be the Yahoos, and then there's going to be the Google, So, and it's just, who knows what that.
We're building. We're building the singularity is what we're doing. We're building the simulation. We're just early days, it's all clunky.
Look how big the Oculus is. Doesn't it look like a brick phone?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, it's like
it's a brick phone.
Face. Yeah.
Just imagine 2050. We're gonna be like, look at what.
I just got it surgically implanted in my eyeballs.
That's what Elon Musk is doing. It's crazy. Yeah. I saw like a meme where it's like, did you see Mark Zuckerberg wasn't wearing any glasses in his keynote? What does that mean? I'm like, that means they're good at marketing. That means they didn't want to have an Oculus on his head. It's going to be in his head? No, he's just in front of a camera on a green screen. He's not in the metaverse.
So weird. Yeah. So weird. So what, are you not going to do the partner shows anymore? You're just going to do the studio thing, or are you doing both?
We're doing both. Ian Bagg reached out to me to start this, and basically that's the only bandwidth I have left to do for free. So I'm kind of shutting it off after Ian. Okay. Sorry, all other creators out there. But it comes down to, if there's anybody who makes, any sort of revenue from making a podcast, it's not that much extra to take the weight off of producing it. And also it's probably money well spent, because you get stress back or stress. You're not stressed as much. Yeah. You can leave it to somebody else to handle. And, I'm just trying to double down on that. So
that's cool. Well, plus you're also then, tied to one person's schedule and, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot to take on. I mean,
yeah, and it makes sense. Like, the studio, needs to be paid for. Right?
Yeah.
So there's, we have to pay rent for this. So I needed to take that step in order to kind of put the fire under my ass to kind of just stop messing around and get butts in seats and just do it enough. I'm all about the, I'm a sucker for productivity. I'm a sucker for all those TikToks that are like, it's Elon Musk and 20 years ago, and he's like, grit, all that shit. Yeah. Like, I just want to double down on what I love, and I'm willing to, I just don't want to quit. That's the only thing. It's like, I want to continue this, and I think partnering with people who you trust and who is a good investment. I think we'll go far. Because we shot the first 2 episodes today, and honestly, it's like I'm shooting it just like Around the Horn. The show's called Around the Bag. So it's Around the Horn, the sports show. It's just 4 people on screen. So it's just going to be that. It's kind of modeled after that show. Yeah. So it's kind of fun, just trying to do stuff, and basically we're going to launch the show with a Patreon kind of part of it. So see if, because Ian wants to grow his obviously his
so funny.
His Patreon, yeah. Especially after seeing Tim Dillon, he's like, he makes how much a month?
Yeah.
So
he's great. That's good.
Yeah, so I just hope I can be able to do this for creators, and basically it's like the way it's been up until now with Ian. It's like I really don't have the time to produce more shows without being paid for them.
Yeah.
But the way it's been is just like, if I believe in you and you believe in me, we'll work together, and we'll make it work. So I hope I'm in good invested early, and I hope Ian feels the same way too.
Yeah. So what did you do about like how many studios do you have?
So we have a back house that is a 2-bedroom apartment, basically. And also there's a carport outside that we've converted into another studio. So 1 bedroom is a studio. The room I'm in now is typically the green room when any other studio is being booked. But this is also a studio that we record Ian Bag Show. So we technically have 3, but one of them is a mock or flex green room / podcast set. But it's just a back house in Van Nuys with a grassy area. You can bring your dogs. We got snacks. You can book online at chobostudios.com. You can record your podcast, go viral. We do it. We take Bitcoin, we take Ethereum. It's everything. We're all about them. We'll make you NFTs. We'll do that. We'll mint them. Let's go.
What's chobo mean? What's chobo? Why is that the name?
Well, I achieved my goal in that I wanted people to ask me what. I don't like it when it's like, Fawcett and Sons and Company, well, it's the Indy Fawcett Company, like I hate that. I hate things that are named what they are, but essentially I'm from Vista, California, which is in San Diego County. And basically I wanted to name the company Vista, but there's, Vista Print, Vista this, Vista that. Yeah. It's hard to kind of brand yourself. So I just tossed it in Google Translate and I hit, Swedish, Portuguese, and then I hit Japanese and it was like chobo. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then, but it's funny. I did that recently and it's not that anymore. So 2 years ago when I Google translated it to Japanese, it was chobo, but now it's not. So
we don't know what it is.
But now I looked it up again. I looked it up again, and it happens to be a saying in Korean that you're new to things, that you're a noob, like a new to video games or new to a certain thing. So, okay, I kind of I'm taking that definition than the bad Google Translate side of it.
That's awesome, dude. How did it change?
I don't know. It's funny, and it was cool. It was like CHO with a line, and then B, and then O with a line. I was like, ooh, that's pretty good branding. Huh. I like the line over the O.
Yeah.
And then you got to kill your darlings. It didn't look that good in Photoshop. So yeah.
That's amazing. Oh God, dude, I'm psyched for you. I think
thanks.
There's so much to like. I don't know, just consider in terms of the stakes and all that, which is really, really cool. And I think you're definitely right, which is you got to just do it. It's not if you build it, they will come. More of, what a good setup you're creating. So it'll just,
right.
The thing will align.
Yeah.
Up,
it's not necessarily if you build it, they will come. It's more of like, if you're passionate enough, you'll attract it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think those may be the same things. I don't know, but maybe that's what old people were trying to say. I don't know but by that, but no, yeah, I definitely, a sucker for the, attraction, law of attraction, all that shit.
Yeah.
Because it honestly, the only reason why I believe in it is because it has come true, and I don't know if that's fortuitous or, I just
true.
Spoke to myself at the right time. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not true, but it's also not magic. Like,
right, you can't speak it into being. You have to let it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I can't win the lottery by saying I'm going to win the lottery or by manifesting that.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I think that's like in the spectrum of the law of attraction, there's like the fringes of things that people think it's magic. And, like, why are you wishing for the lottery? Why wouldn't you just wish to have whatever it is you want the lottery money for? Like, do the research.
Right.
The lottery is a bunch of shit. Like, can you imagine having enough money that every month or so you give away $1 billion or whatever the fuck the thing gets up. He's like, it's up to $760 million. It's like, how much money do you have that you can give $760 million away for nothing to anybody that has a ticket? Don't you see that, like, this is a racket? Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you might win. You might. But
can't win if you don't play.
Yeah, but holy shit, like, what does their intake look like? Where they're like, what do you think the payout should be this month? How about $750 million? Like, they don't even give a shit. It's not even real money anymore at that point. Like, and then they give half to the government in taxes. Anyway, like, it's literally a money machine. Why would you wish for that in the law of attraction?
I know. It's so funny. Yeah.
Like, you got to go to the store every day and buy that dumb ticket and pick numbers. Like, do something else, dummy, every day.
Yeah, it's also like you have to, I guess, in the universe of things, it's not like, I don't think I was brought up religious, and I was very much a rebellious teenager, didn't want to go to church and all that stuff. But it comes back to the same kind of idea where it's it's just let things happen. You know what I mean? Like, do stuff and then just have faith that it'll come into fruition, and but don't dwell on it. Like, I'm going to do this today. Like these 2 episodes we did with Ian, like this is considered an investment. I'm working for free. I'm not making any money on this. This is him investing in me and me investing in him based off me liking his comedy and him, trusting me. Right. So it's like, you need to sacrifice and give value to something in order to receive the equivalent of that value in money, right? Like, Elon Musk isn't rich because he was born rich. Well, his family is rich, but also it's like, he was, and so was Trump.
Yeah.
But like, Trump got $1 million loan from his dad and whatever, right? But Elon made PayPal, right? Like, Elon made PayPal and sold it, and then took literally every fucking cent he had and put it into SpaceX and Tesla. Like, he doubled down on himself. He's like, I'm not worth anything. I don't really own anything. It's all in the company. Like, so it's like it's so weird because like you could create the value you create is reciprocal to the money that you have.
Yeah.
That period,
Yeah. I mean, the thing that I always heard with like entrepreneurial things and giving back to the world or whatever is like, if you want to make, $1 billion, help 1 billion people, like do something worthwhile. And then you should be wealthy, and then you keep giving it back and keep using it for good. It's like,
and Elon paid $11 billion in taxes this year, right? The most any human has paid ever in the history of taxes. But screw him, right?
Yeah, right.
It's funny. I saw like a IG reel or a TikTok of Instagram. And he's like, it was Elon Musk like next to his helicopter or some shit. He was about to leave, but being interviewed, and he was like, "Do you guys want to just wake up every day being pissed off at everything? Just make something. Just change it. Just go and do it. This is what I'm doing." And he was kind of like pissed. He was just like, "Just go. Just do it." Like, it's easier with money, obviously, but like, you can create value over time and become as rich as he is. It's not impossible. Or create the amount of value that somebody like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It's just a hodgepodge of positivity and motivational speaking at this point.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, I gotta call it a night, but it's been really good catching up. I'm very excited for you and Chobo Studios and
thank you.
The future
Appreciate
of podcasting.
Take a sip
in our little town here, and I think
and your throat gets raspy on the hour, doesn't it?
It's the warning sign. Yep, time to go. Yeah, man, I think you're just, I'm really excited for you. It couldn't happen to a better dude. And I'm, can't wait to listen to the shows that come out of there. And I'll see now your habit led to what you built, which is awesome about the YouTube thing and how you consume podcasts. I never watch them that way. Like I always listen on the podcast app on my phone, audio only. Once in a while, if I happen to be watching one that's like on Spotify with video, I see it, but I don't care.
Well, you got kids, right?
Yeah. So
that's why.
it's a walking the dog audio situation.
Yeah.
But
literally my thing is like I wake up and the first few hours of my day are video podcasts, and then I really don't watch anything. I just kind of work the rest of the day. So it's kind of like my guilty pleasure in the morning with coffee.
Yeah.
And then I like get on my computer, and then after that I'm not really like, I'll have it on if I didn't finish it or whatever, but it's kind of like nobody's up yet. I get my guilty pleasure, before work,
Well, I will. I love Ian Bagg, so I definitely want to see that and support what you're doing. And I'll send me an email or a text with all the show, like all the things you want to link to, unless you just want to drive everything to Chobo or whatever. But
no, yeah, you can go to aroundthebag.com, ianbag.com. You can go to Ian Bag's YouTube channel. I think it's going to go live February 3rd, I think, early February. So if this is coming out around then, if this is past February, hey, you can watch it right now. Go on Ian's YouTube channel and watch it.
Awesome. All right, brother. Well, it's
Thanks,
always
Matt.
good to catch up, and really good seeing you, my friend. And glad you're happy and healthy, and keep it rolling. Good luck.
Keeping it high and tight, baby.
So deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. Yes, I've got you under my skin. I've tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair ain't never gonna go too well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know too well that I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything come what might for the sake of having you near, in spite of